Hello everybody, it's Michelle and I've got a table setting idea for you guys today for Christmas time. It's really just the plates. We're just going to be turning our plates into ornaments. I've got some plastic plates here. I have the red ones in the Solo brand and I had some left in silver that are the Craftie brand. I'm just going to go ahead and get out one of each of those. I wanted to do these in green also, but couldn't find the green plates. I wanted the plastic plates, so I went with whatever I could find in the plastic. I thought that would be a little sturdier to hold up to what we're going to be doing on that to turn it into an ornament. Actually, the Craftie ones are a lot sturdier than the Solo, but it would be really fun to do a combination of Christmas colors, red and silver, green, maybe gold, whatever colors you can find in the plastic plates. And we're going to be using round napkin rings, and these just came from Dollar Tree. They were in a pack of 6, and it's going to take 2 napkin rings per plate. So you may not want to do this for a huge party, but maybe a small gathering, or even if you just did this for the children's table, that would be a lot of fun. So I've got my wood burning tool and my hot glue gun ready to go, and my wood burning tool is already heated up, and that is fitted with the blade attachment because we're going to be cutting out a section of our napkin rings. And with these we're just creating the look of the hanger on top of an ornament to go on top of our plates. And maybe you guys can see there is a seam there that runs up the side. And what I want to do is I'm going to cut halfway through. You can see it's separated into 4 segments there on the ring, and I'm going to cut through 2 of those. I'm going to use that center seam as a guide, but I'm not going to come straight down. I'm going to come at a little bit of an angle, maybe even a little bit rounded. So I'm going to come over maybe a 1/4 of an inch from that seam. And I'm just going to let my heat tool melt, slowly guide that through, curving back toward that seam. And then I'm going to come right to the top of the seam. I'm going to do the same thing, following sort of the same curve. And then you'll see that little section just flip out. I'm going to give it just a second to cool off enough that I can touch it. And go ahead and break that on off. And you can see I've just kind of created a little swooping slot there. So I'm going to find my seam on the other side, and I'm going to try to mimic that in the mirror image. And then cut right along that line to connect those two. Let's see if it kind of melts back to itself. So I'm going to go through that slot again, and kind of tip it out while it's still melted. And just get that right out. Just be sure not to touch that hot tool there. And I'm going to go ahead and do that on one more. And this is going to go over our plates like this to make that little topper. And then we're going to put one like this to be the hanger. And I think that is so much fun. So to glue these two together like that, I'm going to line this up so I know that my sides are straight side to side here. So I can glue this on like that. And you can see it only makes contact in 4 spots, sort of at the corners. So I'm going to go ahead and put some hot glue at those corners. And I'm going to try to work quickly so it doesn't dry on me. And I'm just going to hold it for a minute until it grabs. And then we're going to do the other one. So I've got my slots lined up side to side. And I'm going to do my 4 dots. And set that right on. Hold it for a second. Okay, and now that those are held together, what I want to do is to come underneath on the inside here where those connect and just add a little more to reinforce that. And reinforce this one. And now we can put that on, and you can see why the curve, kind of based on the shape of the way the lip of the plate does there. So I'm going to hold that on there and come around behind and inside and glue that to it right there. Some on the other side. And I'm going to hold that and give it just a second to grab. And I'm going to lay that aside, upside down, so that that glue stays in place. And I'm going to go ahead and do my other one. Just slip that on there. And then work from the back, because we don't want globs of hot glue to be showing. And hold that for a second. And again, I'm going to gently lay that aside and give these just a few minutes for that hot glue to set up. Okay, now I'm going to move my glass cutting board. And we're going to flip these over and see how they turned out. I think that is so super cute. A very simple look, but very obvious that you've turned your plates into ornaments. And here's the first one I did as a trial. I think it turned out pretty good, but I missed a little bit on creating that gap. So I learned a little bit on my first try. And there you've got your adorable little ornaments. And I think I've decided I want to add some little bows. That's going to make it look a little bit more ornament-like. I just have some pre-made little sequin bows here that I'm going to add to each one. You can tie a bow with ribbon, whatever you want to do. So I'm just going to bring my hot glue gun back and put a little dot of glue on each one and add that right to the bottom row of those little things on my hanger there. A gold one for the red, a silver for the other red, and a white one on the silver plate. And I really like that. I think that adds a nice little touch. It's very small and inconspicuous. You can add a big giant bow if you want to, but these I thought would be nice to give that look of a bow on your ornament, but still kind of not interfere with being able to put food on the plate and eat from that. I think that is so cute. I just love these. So you guys be sure to leave a comment below and let me know what you think of my Christmas ornament plates. Just a little extra special touch for Christmas time. I think it's a lot of fun. So don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel. Give me a like over on my Facebook page. And be sure to join our Facebook group, Crafty Minds. Also follow me on Pinterest and Instagram. And don't forget to visit my blog. I'll have the links to everything in the description below, so be sure and check them out. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time.